Back in March, we reported on the the initial findings by this California Berkeley physicist, a guy named Richard Muller. I don't know if it's Muller or Muller. And he has long time been a contrarian and also very skeptical on the so-called conventional wisdom about climate change. He always thought that the modeling was wrong, that the Earth, there was no conclusive proof that the Earth was warming, and he became sort of a darling of the flat earther group, the climate change denialists. And in 2010, to prove that this whole global warming thing was a bunch of bunk, he set up the Berkeley Earth Surface Temperature Project, BEST, to show the world that you're not doing climate analysis properly. Let me show you the way to do it, which will undoubtedly prove that there is no global climate change. And one of his big funders was a couple of brothers who were just interested in spreading the truth. The Koch brothers, through their Koch Foundation. They gave BEST a $150,000 grant. They could run this show for a long time on $150,000. And back in March, and we reported on this at the time, Mueller testified to Congress. He said his preliminary findings were actually showing that global temperatures are actually going up. And so yesterday, or I guess I should say on Thursday of last week, BEST, the Berkeley Earth Surface Temperature, and what better place, right? Berkeley. Even in Berkeley, man, they know that the temperature's not getting warmer. The Earth isn't getting warmer. Well, yesterday, BEST confirmed that these and other results are in the first set of published papers about land temperatures. And from Kevin Drum, he breaks down exactly what they found. The Earth is indeed getting warmer.
Surprise, surprise.
Global average land temperatures have risen 0.91 degrees Celsius over the past 50 years, and this is, quote, on the high end of the existing range of reconstructions.
Hey, what happened?
It turns out this guy found, not only did he find that the data showing that the Earth is warming is correct, that it may be slightly conservative in how much it's been warming. The rate of increase on land is actually accelerating. So it's warming at a faster pace than it has over the rest of the 20th century. The last 40 years, the pace has increased. The first half of the 20th century, it was going slower. In fact, for the entire century, the planet warmed at 0.73 degrees Celsius per century. But over the last 40 years, it was nearly 4 times that rate. So it's speeding up significantly. Warming has not abated since 1998. This is all from a Koch Brothers global climate change denying study. In announcing the results, Muller said, "Our biggest surprise was that the new results agreed so closely with the warming values published previously by other teams in the U.S. and OK."
High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, hoodle, hoodle,
But at least it's going to be sunny all year round in New York. Just make sure you have a boat if you're in New York City, because ocean waters tend to rise when the ice caps melt. There will be more data released soon on what's happening with the oceans in terms of their warming. And it's hilarious to watch the right-wingers back off this. One big climate denialist blogger, Anthony Watts, who is, of course, a meteorologist and a blogger who doubts that greenhouse gases contribute to warming, back in March, was very excited about Muller's group. I'm prepared to accept whatever result they produce, even if it proves my premise wrong. Well, on Thursday,
Hey, what happened?
he said he cannot subscribe to the group's conclusions because they haven't been peer-reviewed yet. Except for all the other peers have already said this information we already confirm. Just classic.